So the leather goods industry, positive post-COVID, a positive approach. What we are seeing now here is, I would like to just dwell on the pre-COVID conditions about India versus leather manufacturing, global manufacturing hubs. We have the leather goods manufacturing consisting of handbags, wallets, and belts. What is the status of India versus the global manufacturing hubs? If you recall, last one decade, India was competing with China, but last 5 years, it's no longer China. India is competing with a host of countries, especially Vietnam, Philippines, Myanmar, Cambodia, Indonesia, and now Bangladesh. So a lot of manufacturing companies, countries have come and they are doing handbags, wallets, and belts. So this is the status, and we have a much fight now. So what is the advantage of India and disadvantage of India versus global competition? If you look at India, India is full service versus global companies that are contract manufacturing. Before I come to full service, I would like to explain what is contract manufacturing. Contract manufacturing is the brands are doing sampling, design development, and sampling in some of their own hubs or some of their own places or in one company, and then it is distributed to various companies that they nominate for manufacturing. It can be in different countries, and also it is all the items are nominated. Leather is nominated, hardware is nominated, and so the manufacturing happens. This is one trend that has been growing in different countries. But as we go, this is not the solution, especially now in times of this COVID, where the production capacity have and orders have cancelled. What is India? India has been in full service provider, a full service vendor. Some of our companies and are doing a collection presentation. We do our on our own have the sampling set up, and also we are also having our own leather sourcing background. Sometimes the hardware get not nominated, but the majority of the activities in an organization in leather handbags manufacturing, this is taken care by the Indian companies. Actually, this we are in a very much better advantage position. Why I'll explain later. And another advantage of India is we are a family ownership company. Family ownership has a much better advantage over a corporate manufacturing setup that is the global hubs are. Family ownership, we are dedicating in all aspects of the manufacturing activities, and we have a close watch, and we service the brand and the customers in a much better way. And the disadvantage that India has is majority of the companies that we have in the, especially in this handbag manufacturing in and wallet manufacturing, we are on MSMEs. Almost 99%, I would say, we are in medium and small enterprises. So this is a drawback, and by which we are not able to cater to a larger bands that are out there. So the next, so what is post-COVID? What is the strategy that we need to adopt, and what opportunities and positive thinking that we can take from this? Post-COVID, the change management. Everybody, there is no one that does not deny that we have to change ourselves. If you look at the last 5 years, everybody have decided to change. We have to change the way we are manufacturing. We have to change the way we do our business operations thing. But we are not getting an opportunity because the production is going on, and there is a pushback from the production to change, or we are changing, or we are in the process of changing, but we are stuck up somewhere. There is a resistance and all that. So now post-COVID, we have an opportunity to change ourselves. The orders are very much down. Whatever the change we wanted to do, we wanted to implement. There is now this post-COVID, we have this big opportunity by which we can change our organization and change what all we need to do. That is what I'm going to list out now. So if you look at some games, some strategic game that we all always play, and sometimes we see that we are not going in a right direction. Things are going bad. So what we do, we just reset the button so that we start the game all over. So this is a very good opportunity that whatever the business model that we have been doing, or whatever the things that we are doing, we have an opportunity now to reset, realign, and restart the operation in a new way. So this is a new beginning we can talk about post COVID thing. India, a full service provider. By what does this mean? I'm just going to highlight what is the current status. So we do the sample, we do the sourcing, leather, material, hardware on our own. We are able to do, except some imports hardware, and then the production that is completely managed. We are able to take care of the quality and final shipment. This is the current status, and what improvements that we need to do is what I would like to talk about now. So reorganize from, so already India is a full service provider. That itself, we are in a better position. And now we need to be a solution provider to all the major brands and all the brands and customers we work with. So what is a solution provider? And apart from being a solution provider, we need to develop vertically within India all the hardware sourcing that we are missing. We already are in a good position. We have all the tanneries. We can develop the leather locally within India itself. We have the linings. What we don't have is the hardware. So that is one opportunity that we have. So India, and whatever we are doing as a full service provider, we need to do much more organized and a better way. So what is a solution provider? Solution provider is not only from the brand perspective, but also from the raw material perspective. The raw material perspective, we have to align ourselves, put a partnership with all the leather tanneries that we are working in a much more professional way, a much more partnership way, and not just being a part of the supply chain. We have to we have to be a partnership thing. Similarly, on the brands, that we have to be a solution provider to all their problems. So what can be the problems? One can be from the design solution. If you look at the current scenario, last 5 years, all our leathers have become more plastic looking kind of leathers. They are almost similar, competing with PVC and bags, and there is no much addition to the thing. And from the design perspective, we have to go to our basics. We have to go back to our natural leather, vegetable tanning, and those kind of leather that we have to create the interest. If you look at the handbag industry, it is not something, a necessity. You know, after COVID, everybody are down in their thing, in their more, psychologically they're down, and also they have a budget thing. So though nobody would look at handbag as a necessity or a need. So we have a much more tougher task. So we need to be a what kind of solution that we do that creates much more interest in the customers. So from the design solution, we have to go back to natural kind of leathers with handcrafting that India is always famous for, and to have a compelling reason for the customers to buy a handbag and a wallet or a belt. So from the design perspective, we also need to give ideas to the brands. Idea can be, we have to sell stories. Stories can be on the vegetable tanning, can be on chrome free, can be something new ideas, so that this story can be sold to the customer, and finally we can have a much more compelling reason for the customer to draw. Then the next stage is a quicker sample. See, everybody knows this is already some of the companies are doing. You have to sell this, send the samples, the entire sample from the what the customer gives, dispatches till it is being converted and so sent back to the customer. It's currently taking 2 to 3 weeks. We have to look at the options to make it within a week time or maximum 10 days. And whatever, I'm not only just talking about quicker sample, the different rounds of sample that we're doing, we have to cut down. We have to look at a sample that is almost a 90% right there, and the next sample that goes that has to get approval. The product engineering and intervention of industrial engineering in our this is a norm now. We cannot be in our past where we are doing our production in a traditional way. All our workers are new, and we have to have a best product engineers that work on jig simplified processes that can make a faster production. So this has to be studied before the product is launched into the production hall. And so this is a very important thing. Some of the companies are already doing it, but I'm emphasizing for all the MSMEs to adopt this product engineering to be studied before it's launched into production. And here also comes the vertical sourcing, where I have said all sourcing. See, the COVID, when it started in China, all our supply chain was in vertical stop. We were literally scrambling to find out alternate sourcing of our hardwares. Things are already there in India. We need to, as I said, be partners to and put in infrastructure to increase the quality of the hardware sourcing in India. And we are already there on the other side. We just need to do much more on the hardware and the linings, and most important, the reinforcement that is currently coming from China. The reinforcement and the hardware and the zippers is what we need to take care. Then comes the production, the lean production. Everybody knows we are talking about lean production, but we are not fully into it. We need to do the lean production. When I'm talking about flexible manufacturing, it is mostly as we see that we are a handbag, we are manufacturing, sometimes some other lines are manufacturing wallets. Going forward, our production line needs to be very much flexible. Some of the companies, yes, do sometimes handbags, sometimes wallets also. Some do, those who do not do. This is a way that we should do in future as the orders get unpredictable. And most important post-COVID problem will be smaller quantities. As the brands are having problem with the numbers, everybody are cutting down the numbers by 50%. So we will have a smaller quantity issues that we need to handle. We need to be mentally prepared, and accordingly, our product engineering and the layouts in the production needs to change to handle smaller quantity. The quality is something that as an organization we must value. Quality is just not what we are allowing, that we are much happy if the buyer's representative pass through our production halls. I mean, from our factory, once it is cleared, we are much relieved. That should not be the attitude. Or our attitude should be that each and every product of that's leaving the organization satisfies the customer, not the buyer representative. That should be our aim. And not only we should be able to guarantee our product that 3 months, 4 months, we will not have handles coming off or the zipper pulls coming off. That will render our product much with less value. So we should aim this on quality for in the coming post-COVID scenario. And finally, the shipment. So this is the reorganize. I have briefly touched on certain points. If anything is there, we can talk on question answers time. So we have now COVID-19. Finally, what is our positive thinking? What are the areas that we have? See, in the last many years that a company exists, a lot of fat has developed in the organization. So not only fat in the terms of the people, but also in the production process that we work. So this is a very good opportunity to restudy what all our processes and how to become a lean. So our organization needs to be very much lean in the coming post COVID, and this is a very great opportunity for us. An opportunity to be process driven than people driven. You know, like from our owners itself, we are always want to have a big control on every aspect, right from sourcing, right from production, planning, everywhere we want to put our nose. So this is a people-driven organization. It cannot grow. We can always, if you want to be a people-driven organization or a ownership-driven organization, we forever will be MSMEs. We cannot go in a higher level to the next level that what we all aspire. For that, we have to be a process-driven. Things need to go in their established process way. This has to be done, and this is an excellent opportunity. This is the change that we are all thinking about, and this is the change that we need to do in this coming months. An opportunity to break silos in large organizations. You know, the large organization like ourselves and some organizations which are about more than 100 crore, having 1,000 people, there will be separate departmental activities. Over the years, the department has become a silos. Going from one department to another department, it takes weeks or days. We are losing this. This is why the reason that our pivot to shipment is now 90 days and beyond. If we the new norm going forward will be very much lead time reduce, shorter quantities, target deliveries, and this is we have to break this. We have to change our organization to achieve this to achieve this 60 days lead time at any cost. So this means all the department, right from sampling, product engineering, sourcing, and production and shipment, even quality and shipment. The products are lying, but it will take 5 days to 10 days to even leave our harbor from the exit point to the harbor. This is our responsibility. How we should able to reduce this even the shipment time, that gives an advantage to the customer to be able to service their clients. If you look at the thing post COVID, we have a challenge that a lot of organization and brands will try to source locally from their own countries. So being in India, we will be at a big disadvantage. So this pivot shipment has to happen in 60 days. We have to change our entire organization to meet. So this is a very good opportunity to do post-COVID as our quantities are down, how we can break the silos in our organization. An opportunity to do industrial VA production. I know very well, I don't need to say, everybody are aware about it, and we are not able to do because we are people driven. We have people push back. This will not change. This will not happen. And people will continue to do in their old way. We have to find and as the quantities are getting reduced, we have to push back to the people, challenge them, change the way we are doing production to more industrial way of production that we have to do going forward. An opportunity to improve quality. This is a very important place now. As the quantities are down, the brands will some brands will wind up. The quality is very important in the future. So and also in organization, we have a process. We have by way of quality, we can go a notch higher now. Quantities are reduced, 50% cancellations are there. We have to focus on quality, whatever you're producing in small way, and we have to go up the ladder one step so we can have a host of other new brands we can handle much better quality conscious. An opportunity to do digitization, computerization, end-to-end complete, not halfway. We are doing computerization, but it is not end-to-end. Every departments in the organization are not connected. Some department sampling is there. Some are individually sourcing. People are not connected to us. So we have to, everybody are waiting for information. So this kind of things we have to set right, and this opportunity is giving post-COVID to do an end-to-end complete digitization of and computerization. If your product is stuck, we should know and tips. This style is there in work in progress in this particular lines. So that kind of information we should have, even to the go to the extent of each and every worker, what kind of work is doing, what kind of efficiency is doing. We have to have the information at fingertip. This is the opportunity which this COVID-19 is presenting. Finally, coming to marketing is a tough task. You know, everybody, all the brands, some of the brands are going filing Chapter 11. Some of the brands will lose. So we are also have a we should my thing is either like myself, like our organization, much more skewed to US, almost 85%, 15% is Europe. Is over the years this happens. So some of the brands, some of the companies can be much more focused in European countries or some particular like Germany country like that. So we have to have a balanced approach across all geographies of the world. Europe, America, and Far East. And yesterday, our chairman was talking about Russia. We haven't explored Russia. We should have now an opportunity. This post-COVID, we can look at this market, and also Japan, Far East, and other Latin American countries. We can look at the opportunity that exists. So whatever thing there, we had to spread our approaches, even though the COVID has affected majority countries of the world. Nevertheless, the brand that we are working, we have to have a, if you're working with 5 brands, we have to have, now that has come down to 50%, we have to have another 5 customers. We have to look, it is a tough challenge now, especially when nobody is looking at new vendors. So what all I have said about design solution will help to enter into new opportunities and new things. And we have to look at the domestic opportunities as well, that we have always ignored the thing there. Finally, what are the challenges that we can face in the next 9 to 12 months? The challenges comes that we have only 50% capacity now. I think I'm running out of time. Social distancing in production, I will not delve much. Large manufacturing companies looking at smaller brand. This is whatever the brand that I talk about contract manufacturing, we are getting news that these brands having lost 60% of the capacity to the whatever the brand they're working now. They're looking at smaller brands. So this will be a big challenge for India. So with that, I am now giving a final closing. Let us continue our good work. That is, being a full service provider, we need to do and also be a solution provider in a much more positive mindset. A smart factory setup, and finally, the last parting word is, it is not only the survival of the fittest, but survival of the quickest. We have to change ourselves very quickly, and also all the opportunities that I have listed. With that, I just leave for the